Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's springtime. It's no longer cold, or at least in some places, because here in South Louisiana, it's been cold one day, hot the next. Allergy season. So, what am I going to talk about today? I have two spring weather scents that are really slept on for this time of the year. I mean, people love them. They compare them to other fragrances, but at the same time, not as many people are talking about it now at the recording of this video. So we're going to get started on those two fragrances. And my scent of the day today is going to be the OG Aside by Lattafa. Without further ado, you know what I always say, roll that beautiful bean footage. Okay, so the first one is one that they compare to Bleu de Chanel from the house of Chanel. In my opinion, I really think that this is a good interpretation of Bleu de Chanel, but it's more on the fresher side and it doesn't last or project as nearly as much as Bleu de Chanel. But one of the flankers is a lot of people's most favorite blue scent, and this is the OG Aqua Essentielle from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. Usually people talk about Aqua Essentielle Blue, especially my boy Ross over at TLGT Reviews. He talks about that one more, says that's one of his favorite blue cheapies of all time. And if you search on YouTube, you're gonna see more reviews of Aqua Essentielle Blue. This is Aqua Essentielle by Salvatore Ferragamo. This is an aromatic fougere fragrance, and it was created in 2013 with the nose behind this fragrance being Alberto Morella's. Top notes are mint and lemon leaf. Middle notes are C notes, lavender, rosemary, and geranium. And it sits on base notes of vetiver, musk, labdanum, and patchouli. Okay, so now that you've seen the notes and things like that, or heard the notes, what do I get from this? I'm going to spray it on tester strips, but if I don't get what I need from the tester strip, I will spray it on skin, because I did show my scent of the day, but I'm not currently wearing it right now. So let's get it on a tester strip. And by the way, I did pay about $20 for this 1 ounce from my local Ross Dress for Less. My local Ross Dress for Less has been absolutely horrible. There have been some people that have been finding some good fragrances like Halloween Man. Shout out to my boy Goldie Smell Good. I think he did find that at Ross Dress for Less. But these two fragrances, oddly enough, I found at Ross Dress for Less. And before I go into how I feel about this, just to note, if you don't find anything in the fragrance section, in the women's or men's fragrance section, go to the counter and they have the display near the registers, and then they actually put some of their better fragrances over there, and that's where I got one of these fragrances from. The other one I found in the women's section. This one I found in the women's section, Aqua Essentielle, and then the next one that I'm going to talk about, I found it next to the cash register. So just be on the lookout for that. Definitely fresh. Kind of fresh, spicy. Definitely a little bit aromatic. Woody. I'm getting a hint of that lavender note, and then I can get kind of some C notes in it. I mean, comparing this to Bleu de Chanel, by no means I would say get this over Bleu de Chanel. If you just want something that's light, something that you can wear in any situation, I wouldn't necessarily say wear this on date night or anything like that, but it's office safe. So that's definitely a plus. It's definitely a plus to wear outdoors, running errands, t-shirt, jeans, t-shirt and shorts, tennis shoes. I wouldn't necessarily say that you can dress this up because it's definitely just one of those scents that you can wear during the summertime and during the spring. You can wear this on vacation. Definitely you can wear this on the beach because it's green, it's aromatic. It has a little bit of that freshness to it, marine notes, things like that. It's already fading on the tester strip. So yeah, I am going to move this one to skin because it's not beast mode. It's not even average. It's like below average when it comes to projection and below average when it comes to longevity. So that's the downfall. But for the price that you're paying, you kind of expect that with a lot of these cheapy fragrances, especially the ones from your local rack stores. Yeah, it has a little bit of an alcohol blast when you first spray it, so I'm going to give it time to kind of die down a little bit, which now should suffice. Yeah, kind of getting the same. It's aromatic. It has a little bit of that fresh spiciness on the opening, and it's definitely green. So let me go over to the next one, and then I'll come back and let you know how I feel about the dry down of Acqua Essenziale by Salvatore Ferragamo. So, and then we're just gonna come back to it. So the next one is one that people have a love-hate relationship with. I like it. When you think of the name, you really don't think of what's in it as much as what the name represents. And this one is also from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo, and this one is Bright Leather. Salvatore Ferragamo's Bright Leather. This fragrance was launched in 2022. The nose behind this fragrance is Antoine Maison Dieu. Top notes are bergamot, mandarin orange, and grapefruit. Middle notes is white leather, rosemary, and basil. Base notes is musk, patchouli, and cedar. Okay, so now that you got the notes in that one, then I'm going to also spray this one on a tester strip, and then I'm going to let you guys know how I feel about it. And again, if I can't get what I need to get out of the tester strip, I will spray this on my other hand. But as you've seen, look at that atomizer. It's pressurized. So definitely that's a plus, because I always love a good pressurized atomizer. That's why I love the House of Milestone. And I do love Sean John's 3 a.m. I love the pressurized atomizer more than I love the fragrance, even though it's a really nice fragrance that's discontinued. If you can find that one at a great price, perfectly fine. If not, it's going to be up there. I got mines from one of the racks, so I think Burlington, for like $20, but it's nowhere near now if you want to get it online. So definitely it is a light scent. It's a little citrusy. Again, this one is aromatic as well. Fresh, spicy. Kind of similar with the Accords, except this one does have a little bit of a leather note, which is very light. And that's what I was saying. The name is Bright Leather, but I would also call it light leather because it is very light on the leather. And then it's also a little bit earthy. But I will compare this one to skin as well. Two sprays on my left hand. Let it kind of dry down just a little bit so I can still get that opening. Yeah, a little bit earthiness because I know it has like patchouli in it. It says on here that it's powdery, but it maybe have a faint little hint of powderiness. But I'm not getting a whole lot of leather. So if you're not a big leather fan, again, shout outs to Goldie Smellgood. He might like this one because it's more on the citrus, fresh, spicy, the woody notes, the earthiness, and a little bit of greenness to it. Definitely, just like Acqua Essenziale, is not going to be a heavy projector at all, by no means. it may last a few hours on your skin, maybe 5-6 hours, but the projection is not going to be there. So it's as if you haven't sprayed it anyway, so people are not going to really get a good whiff of it. But if they can smell it, I definitely think that both of these are compliment getters, but both of them probably would have the same amount of longevity and the same amount of projection, in my opinion. So don't look for these to be not even beast mode, not even average. Don't even look for these to be beast mode or average. I'll just let you know that right off the bat. So with that being said, let's go to the dry down of Aqua Essential and let's see how I feel about it. Basically the same, still a little bit green, still a little bit fresh spicy, still a little bit woody. So not really much has changed when it comes down to the dry down of Aqua Essential. I have seen Aqua Essential Blue a few times at my local Macy's backstage. I did pass up on it. It was a good price. It was like $16.99. So if I do see it again, I will definitely get that. And if you guys like for me to do a review on that one, then post it down in the chat. Yeah, it's really not changing. So I basically say that this is kind of a linear fragrance. What you get in the opening is what you're going to get in the mid and the dry down. So that has been Salvatore Ferragamo. And what would I rate this one? I would rate this one, since there's a lot of fragrances with this scent profile, because I do have other takes on Bleu de Chanel, I would say this was probably a 6. Great fragrance, better than average, but nothing to really brag home about because they're just trying to reinvent the wheel. The wheel has already been created and they're just trying to reinvent it with this one. So I don't think this is anything groundbreaking. Will I say you have to rush out and buy it? Only if you don't have fragrances similar to this. Your Versace Pour Hommes, your Bleu de Chanel's, French Riviera, fragrances like that already do this job. So should I say you have to rush out and buy this one? By no means. So that's why I would give it roughly about a 6. Now let's go back to Bright Leather. Yeah, kind of the same. I would say with Bright Leather, you can kind of get some of that leather kind of coming out now on the dry down. Musky, really heavy on the musk, I can tell. And probably that patchouli and a little bit of those woody notes, but you can get the leather a little bit now, more in the dry down, in my opinion. So with Ferragamo's Bright Leather, I would rate this one just because it's a very beautiful scent, but just because it doesn't have the longevity and projection, I'm gonna say it's a step above Aqua Essential, but I would say by no means necessarily is this one beast mode either. So I would give this one roughly about a 7. Great fragrance. I would say you can go get this one because I forget what these are similar like, but it's not like a DNA that's, you know, copied over and over again like a Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel is everywhere. So you're gonna find that scent profile pretty much everywhere. But with this one, you're not gonna find it as much. So if you don't have this scent profile, I would say this is good to get. This 1 ounce, I think this is, or maybe a 1.5 or 1.7 ounce. This right here was roughly about, I think $20 for this one as well as this one. Okay, so this has been my full reviews of Salvatore Ferragamo's Aqua Essential, the OG, and Bright Leather, the flanker from the Ferragamo collection. I think with the Ferragamo collection, there's spicy leather, there's red leather that just came out this year. There's, of course, Bright Leather, and then there's the original Ferragamo that comes in these type of bottles. So that'll be it. I appreciate you sticking through to the end. As you always know, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those good things, and to tell a friend to tell a friend's mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, that Davinci the poet. He does poetry and he also does sim reviews. And I'm out. Salute and peace. And always, God bless.